change your choice for a week and let you pick the restaurant twice. We agreed you let me pick this time. Besides, it's not my fault Bloaties is temporarily closed. I'm not the one who called the health department.
I know you didn't. That's why you're still breathing. But if I ever find out who did, they are going to pay.
And I'm paying, so I should pick the restaurant.
You found money in one of Dad's coat pockets in the closet.
A coat he hasn't used in months. Besides, if I didn't, we'd still be fighting over that one orange in the fridge. I can't believe Dad forgot to get groceries again this month.
I can. Fine. I guess it's better than nothing.
This looks like a pretty good place. A little weird looking though.
You think everything is weird. Wasn't this place smaller on the outside?
Good evening. How would you like to try our succulent special? Everything delight. It has everything in it. Okay. Splendid. One of everything delight. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
Okay, maybe that's a little weird.
Thank you. Was that so hard to admit?
Don't let it go to your head. Just pay the man.
Oh no. This order is a free. On the house. Special one-day promotion. Thank you. Come again.
Cool. Free food. Let's go home.
Boy, this bag is heavy.
Alright, hello everybody. Hope you guys are having a good weekend, or had a good weekend as it were. I know I did. Welcome to the live stream. Holy Candy, hello. Zeppelin, hello, hello. How you guys doing? As you can see here, what I'm working on is an Invader Zim fan project. It's an adaptation of It Feeds on Noodles that is being made for my wife's YouTube channel. And if I could plug that real quick, let me see here. Navi D. There we go. All right, let me bring it up. So, doing this for my wife's YouTube channel. She wanted to do an adaptation of It Feeds on Noodles based on a fan fiction that she read a while back. So, yes, this is really exciting stuff, and I can't wait to get more done. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Let me see, put that aside, go back to the live stream. All right, here we go. So in this shot, for those of you who aren't familiar, so we saw Dib and Gaz. I just showed the intro, what was going on so far. In this shot, Dib and Gaz are walking down the street some more, and we pan the camera up and see Zim looming above them, ready to strike. So. There. As you can see, that is pretty, I really like the staging of that shot, and so that's what we're working on right now. Get rid of this. Alright, back to work. This building. How's your guys' day been? Anything interesting happening lately? Anything, you got plans for Halloween coming up right around the corner? Perfect time for me to be working on It Feeds on Noodles, I guess. Tom, hello. You got any plans for Halloween? So what can I do to spice up this building? Let's get add windows up top. I'll have to just head to the vanishing point anyways, which is right here. Alright. Story up. Yeah, really cheered Halloween. Alright. Anything interesting coming up regardless for any other holidays or stuff like that? Alright. I need to have my perspective grid back on. Oh, Zeppelin, thank you. Sorry, I just now saw it. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the animation I did. I really appreciate that. Working hard on it, you know? Really working hard on it. Alright, so this will go down here. I'll make this swoop around that way, connect this line. Can be right. Maybe Christmas, nothing planned. Okie dokie then. Let me see here. I have this, follow this grid line. Actually, these two need to be undone. They're not quite high enough up. Let me just go to the drawing view here real quick. So we have, that's the line for one of the windows. I could just start with that. Yeah, let me just start with creating a window line here. It would run from that point to roughly that point. Got any costume for Halloween? I do. I do actually. So my wife, let me see if I can find it. I'll show it on stream if I can find the, well actually no, I can't find it right now. I have it sitting over there. My wife is Canadian and I am an American. And so she's going to be going out as a member of the Mounties, the Northwest, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. That's their police force, but they have a traditional costume that that you know people associate them with, like this here. You know, some of you might have seen this. The Canadian police force, their formal uniforms. She's going to be going out as that since she's Canadian, and I'm going to be going out as Uncle Sam since I'm an American. You know, we made the we didn't buy any store-bought costumes though. What we did, we made costumes ourselves. Really excited. Like, I grabbed we went to like a second-hand store. She grabbed like a plain woman's red coat that she found, and she sewed buttons on it and everything. And I grabbed a blouse that I found that was blue, and I cut it up and stitched it and changed the shape of it so that it functioned as a blue vest instead. And then we decorated some hats and stuff. Got her some just normal belts that we found at the secondhand store to function as the belt thing she's got going on there. It's gonna be really funny. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be dressed up like that in character, and depending on the weather, we want to. This is my favorite part. So what we want to do is hand out candy in those costumes. We're gonna have like a table set up on the front porch area, and a tape line down the middle of the table, and then one half is going to be the Canadian border, the other half is the US border, and we're going to be like sitting there as if we're border security or something, just handing out candy. Each of us will be handing out different types of candy and stuff. It'll be funny. It'll be absolutely funny. So anyways, that's what we're doing for Halloween, and I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to seeing the looks on people's faces and stuff. It'll be fun. Anyone else have any costume ideas they're interested in? I mean, my favorite thing about Halloween, personally, is always just dressing up and getting in character and then handing out candy while I'm in character. That stuff, it's always a fun time for me anyways. Let me drag this line down here. This line down. Yeah, I knew the perspective was slightly off. I didn't realize how off it was, though. There. Okay, so the vanishing point is actually right there. Good to know before I mess it up any further. Alright, cool. Which brings to mind the fact that I can get rid of these lines because they are now misleading. We'll stick with that. Epsilon, hello! Brazilians who never really participate in Halloween, cool. You got any holidays around this time of year that you guys usually do participate in, like a fall harvest festival or anything? I know a lot of countries have that instead also. Probably won't do much. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. How's your story idea stuff coming along? I remember we talked about it last live stream. I'll do that. Halloween isn't really a thing in the same way over here. Yeah, I gotcha. Also, sorry if I'm reading comments out of order, trying to keep up and also be productive today. So, you know. Oh, gotta go back. Dang it. Okay, well, see ya, Holy Candy. I hope you have a good one. Nice talking, you know? Nice talking to you. Glad you could stop in. It's still Halloween, just isn't a very big deal. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, even over here in Canada and the States, I mean, it's not a big deal for a lot of people. It just depends on who you talk to. Individual families, I suppose. I know it's different for a lot of countries. So I'm going to add, like, yeah, that's always interesting, in my opinion, to find out how other countries celebrate holidays that, you know, you take for granted. Or, like, you think, oh, well, you assume it's celebrated the same everywhere, but that's not always the case. Not as big of a deal, that's fair. Is Christmas as big of a deal then? Or do you guys, I should ask it, let me rephrase it. Do you over in, excuse me, hang on, I'm feeling like I might sneeze. Ah, never mind, it didn't happen. Story's going great, got a full plot outline, some concept, and a theme song. Ooh, now that's cool. Theme song, were you working on some, what was the music program? No, it wasn't FL Studio. Cubase. You were working with Cubase earlier. Right. So nice. Glad you had a song pulled together, a theme song. Rough beats planned out for the story outline and stuff. Christmas is massive. Okay, cool. Honestly, it's my favorite holiday. Everything permitting, you know, with the stupid virus situation and the Stanley will refrain from commenting on the rules and regulations that are in place because that's a hot button topic, but with everything the way it is, I hope that my wife and I can fly to the States to see my family for Christmas. We want to hang out there for a few weeks, which will be really nice. LMMS, why did I think it was Cubase? Also thank you for having patience with me with the 50 different topics at once that I'm throwing out there. Yes, LMMS, that's right. No, I knew it was something I downloaded, I just forgot what it was. They're not a big Halloween to hold Christmas back. You start seeing stuff at the stores as soon as October begins. That's fair, actually. I mean, it makes sense. I've seen a few stores that have, this is my first time. I'm up in Canada, right, so I can compare a little things to what I see around Christmas time. And it feels like, and this might just be because I'm in a bigger city, but it feels like Halloween, around Halloween, a lot of stores are still breaking out Christmas stuff, you know, also. It's like they do holidays all at once, it seems. Not all of them, like, you know, there's definitely less Christmas stuff now than there will be when it actually gets going, but, you know, there is definitely a bit. Those are windows, right? So there needs to be a stopgap. Because they shouldn't actually go all the way up or anything. That would be a little ridiculous. And in fact, I don't even know if that second window layer is going to be visible or not. We shall see. Honestly, that looks fine. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. That looks good. Then take this and add a separate window layer down below. Okay. So, got plot beats planned out. Fantastic. Always a good start. Actually, I'm gonna just get rid of that line and bring in this one because I feel like this one will go much better with the perspective angle we're working with. There we go. And I'll just have a separate one act as a separator. Alright, let's bring it down over to there. Okay. So... could send some of the stuff I've gotten done in the story. Sure, yeah. Throw it my way. We will just enjoy it on the stream, man. What am I working on now? Well, I am working on the environment from the last week's... Hi, by the way, Skillbelly. Welcome to the stream. Always glad to have you. Working on the environment from last week's live stream. Just buildings and backgrounds and stuff. My goal is to have the background shaded and finished by the time this live stream is over. Fingers crossed. I mean, I know that's not a guarantee, but it would be nice if I could do that. So, we'll see. We'll see. Alright. Sweet, yeah. Awesome. There we go. Liking how this is turning out with the building. Just some windows. And nothing much else there. Just fine, because that's really all I need. Use this vanishing point. Okay, sent it the theme on Discord. Let me, if you're okay, we can listen to it while I... Oh, no, switch it away. Don't see my Discord, thank you. How can I move this? Okay, I'm not going to show everyone my Discord.
Come on, guys, you promised! You remember? I did your chores for a week and let you pick the restaurant twice! We agreed you let me pick this time.
Alright, back. Sorry, I just had to move it to the other screen. Anyway, so you sent me it on Discord. Let's see. Alright, Zim Dies theme. Excellent. Let me hit that play button. Oh wait, first of all, let me turn on stereo mix. That'll be necessary. Alright, hope it's not too loud, guys. If it is, you're going to have to just let me know. Alright, here we go. Now that's fun. For your Zim Dies story. That's hilarious. I like it. Very jazzy, as Skullbelly pointed out. Very fun. Very fun to listen to. How did you? What made you choose that sort of style? You know, for the story. What made you want to do that? Out of curiosity. Tons of opportunities, tons of styles. A lot of people might have gone with something more industrial sounding, like Invader Zim is known for, but you definitely took it in a unique direction. So I'm curious what the thought process was there. Okay. Gotta go for now, but looks like I'm spoiling also good music. Once again, so much fun. Try to make later before the stream ends. No problem, Skullbell. You have a good one, okay? You take care. Have a fun afternoon. And if we don't see you again, then that's all right. Have a good one. How long will film be? How much have you done yet? So this thing that I'm working on here, it feeds on noodles, will probably be about, well, let me just type a reply to you. This project feeds on noodles will probably be 15 to 20 minutes. My fan film, Invader Zim, the Doom movie, will probably be 2.5 or 3 hours, all things told. But that won't be made for a while. There. That's your answers. I wanted to match the feel of the story itself. Right. Very interesting. So, hang on a second. Let me figure out where I was with this drawing real quick before Okay, I'm just snipping these. So, okay, cool. You wanted to match the feel of the story itself. Give it more of a loose sort of vibe, more bouncy, I guess. Funny. Definitely comedic. Sort of Art looks nothing like the Izu style, and the same goes for the writing, so it all makes sense for it to sound different as well. I get that, actually. I get that. It makes it very clear this is more of a loving sort of fun side project thing for it, and not meant to emulate anything in particular as far as the actual show style goes. And quite frankly, I get that. That makes sense. These windows, 2 different windows open at 2 different heights. There we go. Nice. Which would, of course, result in 2 different heights for these lines to reflect that. There we go. Nice. Okay. I guess up here I could do another set of extrusions. I do get a kick out of your art style, though, if I can be honest. There's something really fun about it, and also funny when you draw the characters deadpan, like your main guy that you invented. Very entertaining, which I'm assuming is what you're going for, regardless. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, there we go. Okay, yeah, I turned the lo-fi back on. All right. Cool, there's two upper windows. Let's see how this looks. Without any of the overlap on the other screen. Have to find a way to give Nats or Deadpan a bigger role in the story than he has now. Okay, do tell. So what is his role at the moment? What does he basically just do? That was just one of a group of Birkin rebels that Zim meets. Okay. So you're wanting him to be more central to the story. Well, that's a toughie, actually. Because I find that it's easier to work with limitations, but with that situation, everything, like the possibilities are very wide open, so that actually makes it harder to envision a way for things to come together without knowing whether you picked the right call or not. No actual impact on what happens. Okay, gotcha. Well, yeah, you definitely want to improve that if you'd rather the character be more of a driving force. Less of a tag-along, less of an extra, pretty much. Otherwise, it's like, why are we focusing so much on this extra? So, yeah. I guess you gotta analyze what you need to have happen in the story and see what you currently have going on, see if there's ways for him to do any of those things that are currently on the checklist of things that have to happen. That's one way to look at it, I suppose. Alright. Actually, let me get rid of that and just find out where what's the vanishing point for the top again. Clear up there, okay. Between those two. Very good. Not quite good though. We could move that over a little. And move this in here. And Anyways, I don't even focus on him. He's never mentioned by name in the plot outline. Oh, okay. He's just a mental note at this point. Got you. Okay, so it's that sort of extreme of him literally just being nothing more than an extra at this juncture, and you wanting to expand his role a bit. Well, that should be an interesting challenge, actually. Okay, well, I'm messing this up right and left. Let me get rid of that. What can I do? What can I do? How much of the front of the building is even visible during these shots? Okay, so pretty much the entire front of that building is actually necessarily visible. Dang it. Okay, so I will have to actually deal with it. Better. Invader Lard. Okay. What's going on? Not a lot. Not a lot. How you doing there, JHO? I'm just working on a project. It Feeds on Noodles. It's an adaptation of the unfinished Invader Zim episode. My wife was wanting to create an adaptation of it, so we got together. She found a fanfiction she liked. She got permission from the author to adapt it. We have the voices all recorded and everything, and now I'm the one in charge of animation. So I took a break from my Invader Zim, the Doom movie, the fan film I've been working on for a while. Took a break from that to work on this animated project. So currently what I'm working on is this one shot where, let me see here, Dib and Gaz are walking down the street. The camera pans up, and we see Zim looming on a lamppost above them, all menacingly. He brings out his spider legs. He's in silhouette. So that's currently what's happening. And actually, I guess now what time is it? 2:34. I started this at 2. It's a little soon for me to take a break. I could use some more water. Real quick, I'll show you what I've done so far while I go grab a drink of water. I'll play the little demo reel of what I've animated so far in it. And you'll have to bear with the fact that the voice actors don't sound exactly real, like the show, because my wife just reached into her friends group to find voice actors to help out. So, like, Dibs' voice actor is great and all, but he doesn't sound like Dib actually does, for example, in the show. Anyways, so with that in mind, here we go.
Come on, Gas, you promised. You remember? I did your chores for a week and let you pick the restaurant twice. We agreed you let me pick this time. Besides, it's not my fault Bloaties are temporarily closed. I'm not the one who called the health department.
I know you didn't. That's why you're still breathing. But if I ever find out who did, they are going to pay.
And I'm paying, so I should pick the restaurant.
You found money in one of Dad's coat pockets in the closet.
A coat he hasn't used in months. Besides, if I didn't, we'd still be fighting over that one orange in the fridge. I can't believe Dad forgot to get groceries again this month.
I can. Fine. I guess it's better than nothing.
This looks like a pretty good place. A little weird looking, though.
You think everything is weird.
Wasn't this place smaller on the outside?
Good evening. How would you like to try our succulent special? Everything delight. It has everything in it.
Okay.
Splendid. one of everything delight. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
Okay, maybe that's a little weird.
Thank you! Was that so hard to admit?
Don't let it go to your head. Just pay the man.
Oh no, this order is a free. On the house, special one-day promotion. Thank you, come again.
Cool. Free food. Let's go home.
Boy, this bag is heavy!
So there you go. That's what's done so far, and I'm just continuing on. Alright, back at it. There. So, as I was saying, I was working on the backgrounds for this, so let's get back to it. Try to line up that way. That far should also be that far away. Curve. That'll be good enough. So here we are. Right there. Nice. Good. Basically have 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically 5 divisions that are any. 1, 2, 3, 3. The middle one would be somewhere right here. Honestly, the voice acting needs work. It is what it is. You're gonna have to just deal with it. This is the final voice acting that she got, and she's really good friends with the guys, with the people who are voice actors. So that is Dibs Voice. That is who Dibs Voice is gonna be for it. That's just how it's gonna sound. Not the closest resemblance to Dib, but you can get used to it pretty quickly. There's a few lines in there that are going to be redone, though. Specifically, when Gaz says, "Wasn't this place bigger on the inside?" That was just a temporary line to take up time on the timing of it. That'll be re-recorded with higher quality audio, for example. And then we recently had to recast. She recently had to recast Zim due to obligations from the original Zim voice actor, and the guy we got voicing Zim now, she's got voicing Zim now, is actually really cool, and I literally can't wait for the next time when in this next few shots when we finally have Zim's voice actor show up. You'll see he actually does a very good Zim impression. Can't wait to quote unquote debut that, I suppose, for lack of a better word. But yeah, we're not aiming for it to be anything amazing as far as accuracy goes. She's just wanting it to be, fun. Just a fun project she and her friends are doing. This swoops in this way. If we were wanting to take it more seriously as far as trying to be super, super close to the show, then yeah, we would definitely be redoing the voice acting stuff a lot. But as it is... that. Okay, cool. So we got 3 lines lined up there for the window view now. I just need to be very careful with how I snip these. That's right there. That's right there. Okay, bringing the windows out of that. Revealing the windows from within. Oops. How long ago did I get rid of that? No matter, I'll just extend it. Right, I need to actually... Oh, good thing I caught that. This actually needs to be moved around. This needs to swoop in, curve like that. And it needs to be brought in like this. Like that. And like that. Okay. Cool. Now I can actually snip off the edges where it doesn't work. There we go. Okay, that's what we want. Very good. So now with those windows lined up that way, what I only need to do next is create the overhangs. So let me do that. Yeah, that can go there. Okay, that would be like that. This right here, which would almost follow that line. Not quite line up though. Oh, okay. Well, sweet. I'll at least check it over, man. I might reply to you. You said you show me the story treatment as well. I'll reply to you at least. I'll look it over after the stream's over or something like that. At the very least, because you're right. It might interrupt the stream a bit if I delayed it. If I just jumped on that. But yeah, I might check it out after the stream. Don't hesitate to send it over. Curious how you're planning your story beats out with that. Very interested in that. Okay. And that would work there. Alright, back to the drawing view. That to there. It's not far out enough actually. That'd be more like it. All right. Let's see. In the doc, it's using your 5-act thing, but when writing it, I would wind up using a mix of that and a few others. Hey, whatever works, man. It's all just devices to help you figure out what you want to do with the story and fill in some blank stuff. Tricky question. Why do you make 3D models when you are making a commission drawing? Easy to answer. It's because some characters are trickier than others to nail down right, and I want to make sure that I get the proportions right and proper. That way I can actually draw them in interesting poses and camera angles and make it really cool looking and get it. And then if it gets commissioned again, I can just pose the character. That way I get a rough model first, then I can draw based off of that, as opposed to having to orient it from scratch every time and worry about messing up the proportions of the custom character the person's created. That's a good question. It totally makes sense to wonder why I would do that. If I was more confident in my abilities to draw characters consistently, more complicated characters, I should say, consistently, without the need of 3D models, then I wouldn't even bother. But considering that I Some of these character designs that people come up with are really crazy, really unique, and very interesting. I really don't want to mess it up. I want to do justice to them, if that makes any sense. So, like, for example, the one I came up with a while back when I was commissioned to draw that Avortion OC. I did that because not only is it Avortion, but also it's a very unique, pudgy-looking one. Kind of made me think of Sizzlor in a way. I think his name was Meats. Yes, Meats. So that was the name. I drew that and was a very unique body shape and everything for that character. And I wanted to do it justice. I didn't want that character design to be off, to be incorrect. Modeling in Blender. No, I'm using Animator. That is, I'll put the name in the description, or not description, in the comments. Actually, it's there. Animator. It's a free program, but I should be better at Blender. I should get to learn Blender. I just haven't gotten around to it. So I work with what I know, and that's Animator is a program I've used since I was, I think I've had access to it since I was in middle school. So I'm just familiar with it as all. And that's just the truth of it. I would never use it for anything high quality or anything professional, but if I'm using it just to create basically drawing model poses, posable drawing figurines with rough basic shapes, then yeah, whatever, it works. It does its job magnificently for that. So that's why that is. Okay, put this in. Really easy to use in my opinion. There's a slight learning curve for every program, I'll give you that. But with Animator, I feel it's not as intimidating as it could be. Almost drove you insane. I take it back. Apparently it depends on your level of. Apparently, it depends on how familiar you are with it, or how easy you find the controls to navigate. So yeah, not for everyone. Definitely not then. Yeah. So, anyways, like I said, I would never use Animator for anything professional. Just basic stuff. You planning on getting into commission work yourself? Or drawing yourself and stuff? And yeah, I'm sort of doing this haphazardly. Hang on. But I feel like it doesn't matter too much. I wanted these windows to be a little crooked because I'm lazy. Don't tell anyone. Actually, it's more to do with the fact that I don't think it matters as much because they're going to be off focus. I don't even think they'll be in the shot. We'll see though. Bad looking, ugly, but let's see if it's actually going to be visible. Okay, so it is. I'm definitely going to fix that secondary one. The first one looks fine. Oh, is that what it was? Okay, yeah. So it's not that it's too hard to use. It's just very basic. Yeah, exactly. That's why I only use it for posable models. It's not impossible to do precision stuff in there. There's very few sources online for help. That's fair. That's honestly fair. Point taken in that regard. Okay, now that I'm sure I've done that properly, that looks better. Cool. Okay, the windows are done on that building. What else do we have to draw in there? I guess just a little bit of the building next to it. Yeah, detail work on that and stuff, and then I'll be good for flat colors. Maybe some extra details will pop out once I start working on it. So yeah, more of the same. more of the same. With straight lines like that, I can technically get away with it because the curvature of this part of the perspective grid is not as extreme. There we go. Didn't notice the perspective on the buildings moving before. Yeah, I'll show that again. I have the buildings on two separate layers, one further back than the other slightly, just to give more of a slightly disorienting feeling and stuff, and add a little depth to the shot as the camera pans up. I like parallaxing. I like adding it in even when it's not strictly necessary. I feel like it adds a lot to the scene. Yeah, I like that. Although, now that you mention it, I do think, now that I'm looking at it, this entire set of buildings and structures and everything, well, if I move it, will I need to move the perspective grid over? Yes, I will. Okay, but that's fine because I can just go onto the underlayer and make it match. Yeah, just because, I don't like having it. I don't like having these two lines right here and here. I don't want them to be literally one on top of the other when the shot starts. I think it gets rid of the depth and makes it look a little off. So much better to have it start like that. I'm glad you pointed that out, otherwise I wouldn't have caught that. Also wouldn't have caught this. No, that looks fine. Okay, never mind. I thought one of the lines was off, but it wasn't. Back to the buildings, back to the buildings. So what can I do for this one? Building next door to it. I am feeling incredibly lazy with it. I'm tempted to just make it a standard skyscraper looking thing. Yep, I'm gonna do it. Okay. So where is the vanishing point? Here. There it is. Let's make this line up with every piece of the grid. There we go. I could just do this way, yeah. I could start out by lining up these things with their grid counterparts, then pulling them all together, and then finally moving that all down to here. There we go. Perfect. There's the perspective on those window lines. Just snip off everything else. Oh boy, will I need to snip it off. Fun times ahead. Snip, Good. Okay. That's all lined up properly there. Now, right here, I want to have this line curve in conjunction with the other. Follow the perspective grid. Like that. And this one obviously will just follow the curve. Like this. There's that. I'll just have it be a. I'll just have these windows be horizontal, actually, without dividing it up too much. I think it'll look alright, and it'll add a nice difference in perspective. It'll break it up a little bit. Rather than having every single thing be a grid, which, while that would make sense, it would look kind of repetitive. Nice, there we go. I don't even think this back half matters. I don't think the camera ever sees that far back there, but for the sake of consistency, I will navigate it around. All right. You go there. All right. Boom. And that in there. That in there. Drag it into place. And this. And this. And drag it into place. And this. Alongside this. And drag it into place. Oh, and then one more, actually. We have this to match with this. And one last time, we will be dragging in the place. There we go. Good, we've got that building all lined up right there. And what about the other windows on the other side of it? What do I want to do for this patch right here? I guess I could stick with a normal grid of windows and that would suffice, honestly. Yeah, why not? Okay, I'll do it. Go, and then we'll do the same. We'll make a vertical cuts on these so that the windows are separated in both dimensions. And that goes there, that goes there, and we bring those back in. Sweet. So now that should look fine on the camera panning shot. And for the sake of, well, I'll do that later. Alright, let's see how this looks. Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, that is good. We got that sorted. Now I do need to work on the front building again here. This one that's closer to the front because I didn't finish with the detail work on this window here. So I definitely need to do that. I think the best way to do that, I'm going to actually start out with line art, or line work, you know, right here with the pencil instead of the brush tool. And then afterwards I'll go back in and make it jagged looking. The way I have it end, like, you know, right here with the various pointy ends and stuff. I'll actually make that consistent. But first, I'm going to do it this way. Just so I have a good basic groundwork to build off of. Alright. Oh, hang on. And all of you need to move over slightly. There we go. Very good. Oh, what's up with this? Okay, that's a mess up. This gets way too close to that. There we go. Cool. Drawing, convert pencil lines to brush strokes, and then drawing, optimize, smooth. Not flip, drawing, optimize. But did I hit smooth? Oh. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. And that's the effect I was looking for. I'll then vanish up into that. There. Cool. Very nice. Then aren't you copying background? I'm not copying anything, actually. Why? Does it look like I'm copying backgrounds from something? If it does look like that, it's a coincidence, because I make up the backgrounds myself. Let me see here. I gotta rotate it. Make it easier to work with from that angle. I guess I'll use this tool again. Oh, I mean you animating backgrounds is so much work. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood you. Yes, it is a lot of work. That is true. But it's so fun. It is so fun to do this. Yes, it does take a lot of work. I could copy backgrounds if they ever lined up. But the thing is, with like this particular, like look at this for example, this particular perspective. Let me zoom out for the full picture. At what point am I going to come across this setup again with this particular curved upward looking view of a building? Chances are in the entire project, I'm not going to come across this shot again. Now, for a few of them, I will be reusing them, like ones that I actually can reuse. In fact, the first 2 shots that you saw so far of the animation reel, those first 2 shots were reused to save me a lot of hassle. But there hasn't been opportunity for that yet, if that makes any sense. When there is another shot further down the road that does work with something like this, I will be diving back into my previous library of shots and using it. But for now, that just hasn't happened. So far, they've all had to be unique sort of position shots. And that's just something I gotta learn to live with sometimes. You've considered 3D rendering backgrounds in the past. I have too, but the only problem with me for that is I can't, if I did that, then I can't get this sort of dynamic, handcrafted look to the perspectives and stuff. I wouldn't be able to get this warped imagery and stuff and anything like that. Although I could use 3D models as a rough foundation if I was having trouble visualizing a shot. I could use them as a rough foundation. In fact, I have in the past. Just how I use characters sometimes if it's too complicated and I'm having trouble keeping track of things. I will do that from time to time. But so far it just hasn't been necessary in this particular project. Sweet. Okay, now to add a trash can because I actually forgot to. So let's see here. This is the shape it's going to be in. I'm going to pull up the previous trash can thing. Also, too, yeah, I see your PDF that you sent me, the outline. Very cool. Let me see here. Oh, my wife messaged me something. What do we have? Okay. Nah, it's just a funny meme. I thought she was sending me something serious. Okay, I replied to that, so I don't forget to later. 3:10. Gonna take a quick break, actually. I forgot what... I'll get my trash can reference. Not every day you hear the word trash can reference, but I'll get that pulled up while I'm gone. I'll just take a short, like, 5 or 10 minute break. I'll do that, use the restroom, check out your thing you sent me, Epsilon, and then come back. Yeah, so give me, like, a little bit. I'll be right back, people. Wait, where's the lobby? There it is. Alright, sweet. Alright, there. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that delay. Also, gonna be cutting the live stream short here in about, let me set a timer, maybe 30 minutes or so. Something like that. Just because some other stuff did come up that I'll have to do today. I had some messages that I checked about that. Yep, some other things. So, yeah. But I think in that time I can at least get the flat colors done for the backgrounds. So that's what we're going to work towards. Yep, flat colors. Flat colors. Also, Epsilon, I skimmed over. I read your script for that. Nice. I like it. I like the similar story beats you have for, it's like a lot of the unfinished Invader Zim episodes, like the trial, or not the trial, you know, top of the line, and the unfinished ideas people were suggesting, the rumors that were being suggested for Invader Dib, all that jazz. I like that. I really dig it. I picked up on that, you know? I picked up on the little nods here or there that you did, and the overall arc, the overall story arc. I agree with your notes, too, at the end regarding needing more stuff for certain characters to do and touching up a few things here or there. Alright, so we are on sequence 11, frames. There's a clear shot of the trash can. Alright. The all-important trash bin reference. Let me just make sure that's always on top and zoom in there. That sure is a trash can. Alright. A lot of animators do 3D, like Gooseworks, for example. Haven't heard of Gooseworks. I might check that out in a bit. Yeah, 3D has its advantages, honestly. I'm not a purist by any stretch of the imagination. I say whatever you can get, whatever you can do to make the illusion of animation or depth or life work for you, for your art, then that's what you should do. The only real rule is achieving the goal that you want. Oh, you missed the start of that, but thanks. Yeah, what I was just saying was that you, I agree with your notes and stuff, and I liked the sort of parallels between your story and a lot of the unfinished episodes, like Top of the Line, and a little bit of some others, like the random ideas people were throwing around for the rumors that were circulating the fandom, I should say, for Invader Dib, which, as per the recent script book that came out, the Invader Zim book, script book released by Eric Trueheart, turns out Invader Dib was never a thing that they were even throwing around. But honestly, I like the idea so much that I don't even care. It's a cool idea with the outline of the resistance and everything, and Zim and stuff happening on Mikrov, the battle for Mikrov and all that, being like a 2-part finale before, or 2 or 3-part season finale followed by like a 2 or 3-part TV movie thing. I like that a lot. And the way it's all handled is very goofy and stuff in your script. I like it. That's very much an Invader Zim thing to do. Alright, now, that being said, do I have a, yeah, I think last time I think I just typed trash out in a certain font. I think it was Decrepit or Dented BRK, I think. And then I actually tweaked it and messed around with it and stuff. I'm back. Hello! This is... Mikrov seems like the obvious place to go from that. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Tom. Sorry you're coming in just now. You might have just missed what I was saying earlier, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut the live stream short. Some stuff came up when I was on break after I checked my messages and stuff. Some stuff that I'll have to do. So, yeah, I will be wrapping it up here in about 25 minutes. But that should be plenty of time to get some things done and taken care of. So, yeah, just saying. Just letting you know. Okay. Convert. part text layers, for part text layers. Okay, now these are just drawing layers. Alright. Yeah, I think it did like this. Something like that, and then I made it morphed or something and made it scaled up. There. You know, that'll be good enough. It's not like it has to be exact. Okay, so now let me just take the this color and do this. Put the font, the outline of it. I agree that Microb does seem like the obvious place to go from there for story-wise for the series and stuff. If you were to actually want to take it seriously and make it, I think my favorite thing about Invader Zim are the moments where, well, one of my favorite elements is the moments where they somewhat take things seriously, the writers and stuff, instead of making it all goofy all the time. And I mean serious not in terms of character depth or anything like that, but I mean in terms of building lore and stuff and having some consistency. One thing I'm really proud that I couldn't really get across is how tag is supposed to work in it. Yeah, okay, elaborate on that a little bit. And hello, Holy Candy, welcome back to the live stream. I'm sorry that everyone's coming back just now. It seems like a funny joke that's being played on me. But as I was just telling everyone else, I have about 20 minutes left of the live stream before I have to go because some stuff came up that I realized I have to do. So I will be gone here in about, what is it? Yeah, 23 or so minutes. But I think that should be plenty of time to at least color the background in with flat colors and start the shading. So sorry that it's going to be cut short, guys, but it can't be helped. Life happens, you know? That's right. This is more of a hobby for me anyways. Oh, no. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It really is just a bad timing of it all. I'll try to make it up to you guys somehow. Maybe I can squeeze in an extra live stream sometime this week. Maybe not. I don't know. Or maybe posting a YouTube video on my channel or something. I like hanging out with you guys, though. That's the part I dig the most about these live streams. So it kind of stinks that this is how it is, but you know, what can you do? Oh, wait. Turns out the state she's in pretty well. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. Is it okay if I show that on stream? Like, I always ask permission. That's funny. Tack. Oh, that's hilarious. Dang it, I missed that. Life finds a way to get in the way. It is what it is, you know. C'est la vie. Such is life. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, cool. This is funny. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyways, just look at this. He just drew Tack. She's all twitchy-eyed and everything, and she's all like, "Yeah, I'm fine." She's like clearly not fine. Can I just say I really dig your art style, by the way. Like, Epsilon, I cannot stress enough that you've definitely managed to make your Invader Zim fan art unique, and not a lot of people can say that, honestly. Myself included, I feel like my Invader Zim fan art, if I try to make it just too much like the show for it to be standing out as its own personal style, unless I go with that super jank ugly style that I worked on earlier, which I still like, but obviously wasn't going to work for IZTDM. Yeah, and I do have that other stuff. I'm still trying to hone and develop my style in a way that's faster, that I don't have to be so precise. All that just to say that I really like your style, man. Tra! That looks so goofy. And, here, give a circle in the middle of that, just to show the hole in the top of the trash can. I'll make it black, though, so I don't have to bother drawing anything in it. Alright, now then, let's see. Gray. I don't even know. I think it's grind gray. I think it's that. And then I think that's the trash can colors. If I'm wrong, I can always come back and change it. Alright, now for the background buildings. Here. Cool. Let me, for this, I need to zoom out here. I think it's mostly that I've never really interacted with the fandom at large until about a year back. That would influence it for sure, since you would be focused more on your own thing in the bigger picture. Honestly, I can't say that's a negative. That seems to have worked out in your favor, to be perfectly honest. Goes up there. There was also, I think, earlier in this shot, there was a few bricks that were just flat out missing and stuff, and I don't know if they were ever revealed when the camera panned back. No, they weren't, so I can just sort of mess around and do my own thing there. I'll make it this one. Why not? Cool, okay. And now we need to have bricks. I definitely prefer, and I think I want to work more on that with IZTD and making it a bit more stylized. And you know, I hate to sound inconsistent, but I'm still torn between doing my own thing with it and doing what a lot of people have encouraged me to do, which is turn it into a full-on multi-animator project. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like when it's closer to time for that, for decisions to be made there. Because I like flip-flop a lot. I flip-flop between wanting to go all out with that and wanting to retain a lot of creative control for myself for that. So I guess it'll all depend on how things go. Hello, Anti-Alex, Anti-Cosmo. I'm sorry that you're just now joining. We have about 17 minutes left of the live stream before I call it quits. I have some stuff that came up just earlier that I'm gonna have to attend to, and I won't be able to go for the full few more hours that I wanted to at first for the live stream. I hope you understand. Life happens, life gets busy, and there's some other stuff I gotta do. That being said, thank you for joining, and you're welcome to stay as long as the live stream's going. I'm just sorry if that length of time isn't as long as it could have been. It's okay. Thanks for understanding. I appreciate that. Honestly, I get worried when I have to tell people things like, I hate it when people join the live stream and it's just ending, you know? If you did yours as a film, probably just do a slightly more polished animatic. Honestly, that's fair. That makes the most sense, and that's kind of what I was wanting to do with IZTDM. If I'm gonna do it in my own style, that's definitely the route I would take. Like just a animatic, but slightly better. And colored. No, not colored. I'd make it black and white. Black and white would be for the best. There's something cool about a black and white, sketchy, gritty sort of, sketchy sort of JTHM-ish style going on for it. I think it would really add to it. Well, that's a conversation I can have with myself further down the road. For now, I'm just working on It Feeds on Noodles. these windows here were lit up. Orange, white windows. Oh, you're showing your cousin the live stream. Well, hi there. Welcome to the stream. You know, I'm just working along. We still have a little bit. We still have a little bit of time. I'm just doing my thing here. Glad you could make it. Glad to see you guys here. Alright, let me add this. Actually, real quick, since there's some people joining, I could show everyone what I've done so far show you guys one more time what I've done so far. It sounds like there's new people in the crowd for this project. It Feeds on Noodles, which is an adaptation of the... Hang on, why is this filling in? Oh boy, okay, something's not connecting here. Hang on guys, 2 seconds. Why is this filling in with that? Oh, is this it? No. I don't know, I'll have to find that out later. Anyways, yeah, let me just show you what I've done so far. New to the Invader Zim show. Ah, okay, cool. Well, let me explain this episode real quick. There's an unfinished Invader Zim episode that they were going to make a while back when the show was first running, back in 2001. The episode was going to be called It Feeds on Noodles. And in this episode, Zim somehow gets cursed to turn into a noodle-eating vampire. And that's the only thing we know about the episode. They just had an idea. They hadn't even written the script for it yet. Well, fast forward to just a little bit, like a year ago or so. My wife wanted to create a adaptation. She wanted to make that episode a reality because she has a bunch of friends that she dubs the comics with. So she thought she'd get them together, they'd record voices, and make this, an actual thing. So she found, I think it was Red Witch is the name of the author on fanfiction.net, who wrote a fanfiction based on that idea. And then my wife found that fanfiction and said, hey, this is my favorite version of it. Can I just have your permission to turn this into a project for YouTube? And the author said yes. So yeah. Let's see here. Oh, you've known it for a long time. Sorry, I'm just rambling then. I get excited. Bear with me. Anyways, but here, let me show you what I've done so far for this adaptation that my wife is working on with some voice actor friends of hers and stuff.
Come on, guys, you promised. You remember? I did your chores for a week and let you pick the restaurant twice. We agreed you let me pick this time. Besides, it's not my fault Bloaties are temporarily closed. I'm not the one who called the health department.
I know you didn't. That's why you're still breathing. But if I ever find out who did, they are going to pay.
And I'm paying, so I should pick the restaurant.
You found money in one of Dad's coat pockets in the closet.
A coat he hasn't used in months. Besides, if I didn't, we'd still be fighting over that one orange in the fridge. I can't believe Dad forgot to get groceries again this month.
I can. Fine. I guess it's better than nothing.
This looks like a pretty good place. A little weird looking, though.
You think everything is weird.
Wasn't this place smaller on the outside?
Good evening. How would you like to try our succulent special? Everything delight. It has everything in it.
Okay.
Splendid. One of everything delight. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
Okay, maybe that's a little weird.
Thank you! Was that so hard to admit?
Don't let it go to your head. Just pay the man.
Oh no, this order is a free. On the house, special one-day promotion. Thank you, come again.
Cool. Free food. Let's go home.
Boy, this bag is heavy!
Oh, cool. That's neat. You do a great Invader Zim voice of Zim. Sweet. Have not made a video. Well, do it. Yeah, I mean, totally. People love fan impressions. I mean, you should go for it. We have a really cool voice actor for Zim coming up. I can't wait to show you what my wife picked out for Zim for this project. The guy we have doing Zim, we have all the lines recorded now. Really cool. This guy is awesome. I can't wait to show you. And then, of course, the only shot I have left is this one. Well, the shot we're working on right now is this one where they pan up and see Zim waiting on a lamppost, which I haven't drawn in yet, actually. Let me get Zim layered properly. There. Let me layer Zim properly, and so that looks... I mean, he's not... The lamppost is sort of not quite drawn in yet, so it's hard to see, but... Yeah, it's gonna look cool. Alright, so looking forward to doing that next time. How much time do we have left? 8 minutes. 8 minutes, 8 minutes. Well, cool. Yeah, this is actually a decent stopping point, I guess. I mean, I can refine the colors later on. Hopefully by the time I come back next week, we'll have a lot more done, you know, color-wise and shading-wise, and maybe I'll even be working on Zim and Dib and Gaz for the shop. That'll be cool. Glad you guys like it. I'm glad everyone's liking it. Sorry again for cutting this short, but I appreciate you guys understanding. That really means a lot to me. Excuse me, hang on. Never mind. Thought I was gonna burp, but I didn't. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna just actually wrap it up right now since we're at a stopping point. And next time, well, I'll try to make it a little longer than this. I'll make sure everyone knows ahead of time that I'm doing this so I don't get interrupted. Anyways, you guys take care. I hope you all have a good one. And yeah, I will talk to you. Where's the outro? Where's the outro? There's the outro. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one, everyone. Stick around next week, same time.